morning YouTube, Yankee Blue here, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be breaking down how to build an offensive scheme. Like I talked about in the intro to offensive scheme gameplay video, talked about having a base play. So today I'm going to break down the formation that I use from the offensive playbook that I use, Seattle, and the formation we're going to look at today is going to be this one, trips, tight end, offset. So when I pick a formation, it's typically for a couple of reasons. The first one being that it has a good combination of plays that attack different sides of the field. And then for me also, especially with this formation, it is a gun formation, but it has some good runs in it. It has an 0-1 trap, it has a counter, and it has inside zone. So I have a variety of run plays that I can run out of it, and then the pass plays kind of complement each other and have good passing concepts behind them. So for a base play, like I talked about, if you're running one formation, your base play is the play you're going to come out in, and it's going to be a play that you're going to be able to beat a lot of different coverages with. For me, my base play out of this formation is X under, and the reason is because it has good concepts in it and it has good routes that I can't hot route myself out of the huddle. So like for this one, it has 4 routes that I can't make myself. It has the flat route from the running back, it has a corner route from the tight end, a deep post from the slot receiver, and then another corner on the other side. So, and the other part that I like about this play is it's the flow of the play. 4 out of my 5 routes are running to the right side of the field, and I'll show you what I mean, but that's very important as far as making your offense easier to run and being able to make better decisions after the snap of the ball. So let's grab X under. For this video today, I'm just going to show you in cover 3. And basically what I would do is when I'm working on a base play in an offensive scheme, I'm just going to go into a coverage. For right now, we'll just pick a random cover 3, and then I'm going to work on figuring out if I have a base play that can beat the coverage, like cover 3, cover 2, and man, maybe cover 1, and things like that. So what I do when I come into a play that I want to try out as a base play, the first thing I do is I'm just going to snap the ball, I'm going to let the play run, and I'll just throw it away here. I just want to see the flow of the play and how the zones react to the different route combinations that I have on the field. So let's go into instant replay here. Alright, so for instant replay here. Alright, so we take a look at the play. I'm going to focus on the right side of the field. My reads are going to start with the running back. I'm going to be looking to the tight end after that, and then we'll see how the play progresses from there. So snap the ball, we see running back is open, so I can make that. That's a nice quick read. I can make that throw as the play progresses. You can see I have the tight end up here. Now this zone's floating back, so I'm probably not going to throw that pass. I could, but we have that throw. We have this route developing here. Now, if for some reason those were all taken away, now I start to move towards the middle of the field. Now I see I have 2 more routes coming into the middle of the field. I have that in by the wide receiver, and then I have this vertical post route here. And as we can see against cover 3, I have those reads are open. I can make all those throws. So that's one side of the field. I have 4 routes that are available to me, and I can see all of them. The only route that's really not a part of this play, that's not doing anything for me, is the corner route by the receiver on the left-hand side of the formation. So when I'm building an offensive scheme, what I'll do now is try to figure out how to incorporate this route into the play so that I have another read on the field. So here, I'm just going to put him on an into and see how that plays out. So snap the ball. Take a sack there, but that's fine. We just want to see how the play flows now that we've made that one adjustment. So instant replay, we look, again, we're starting off the right side of the field and working our way back to the middle of the field. So here we can see the running back, it's out here in the flat again, tight ends, post route there. Now we look at this underneath. Now we brought another receiver into the flow of the play. I'm going to tell you now, the problem with this is that these routes are too close together. So this isn't good. We don't want this. Part of offense and passing concepts is spacing. Creating space between your routes and the defenders. Spacing it out so that the number of defenders on the field have a difficult time getting to all the routes that are coming into their areas, specifically for zone. Spacing is very important. This situation right here, essentially, it's one route, it's not two. We haven't gained anything by bringing them over there, and to be quite honest, if I have a player that's usering over here, he can essentially take away two routes with one defender. That is not something that we want, so let's try to figure out what's going to be a better option for us here. So instead of that out, let's try to run a drag and see if that works better. So snap the ball, and we go again here. So we're going to instant replay again. We're focusing on the right side of the field and then making our progressions towards the middle of the field. So see, here we can see, boom, we have the flat pass there. We have our corner route developing there, our deep post routes coming into the play. And now we can see, so notice the difference here. Now we have some spacing. And to be quite honest, that drag by that receiver is going to work out for us. It's caused kind of a happy little accident here, is that because of that drag coming down, it's pulling this linebacker down, and now that post route is wide open. So that's probably the ideal setup that we want to have for this play, to run everything to the right side of the field. And that's just with one adjustment, just the drag there. So that's one way that we can run this play. So that's one adjustment. We know we can come out, and if it's zone, we can run something like that. And if it's a cover, if we identify that it's a cover 3, we know what our reads are going to be. So the next part is to take this formation here and now try to run something to the left side of the field. So here, a very easy way to make this, to now attack the left side of the field, is to do something like this, where I just create a flood on the left-hand side of the field. I'm going to snap the ball. I'm looking to circle first. Circle's open, flat's open. And we've got a good read there. And again, it all just depends on what we want to do here. So something else that we could do is maybe something like this. Could possibly do something like this. Now we're attacking the left-hand side of the field, different concepts. We know the whole point of this is to, as you're running your base play, is to learn how to have setups. Like if you run into somebody that's specifically running cover 3, it's just learning ways to do different things at different parts of the field to take advantage of that. So in this situation here with this setup, I'm just looking to take advantage of the fact that my opponent's in cover 3. So here, take a look at that in instant replay. So here, this is a very easy read that we're setting up for ourselves. It's pretty quick. We're looking to the left-hand side. We're looking to Beckham now, and we see that there must be a cloud flat here or something like that. This zone defender is floating down to that smoke screen. So the next read is, we're kind of looking in this area here. We see that he's covered, but now we can see, we know what this route is. We can see that our opponent, that zone is floating back, and now we can make that deeper throw. So it's just a high-low read. We look here first. We see that floats up. That's now opening this up, and we're going to be able to make that throw. Now that's just with a couple of adjustments on here. Another thing you could do to play off of that is, you might, do something like that. You snap the ball. Boom. It's not a lot of yards there, but it's something that your opponent's going to have to account for. So that's kind of the basis of setting up your play, creating different opportunities for yourself on offense, different parts of the field with just one play. It's just minor adjustments. The next piece of an offensive scheme is taking your base play and then working your audibles off this formation to help you beat a particular type of coverage. So in this case, for this example, we're using as if we're playing an opponent that's playing a lot of cover 3. So here, as I accidentally flipped the play here, I'm gonna get set back up here. So here, we're gonna start, what I would do is I would start running through my audibles and start figuring out if there's a way that I can effectively attack zone with and attack other parts of the field with the plays that I have. So here we can see stick's a really good one. Stick's always gonna be good. There's different things that you can do. One setup that I like to do with this one is especially if my opponent's in a lot of coverage, like especially a cover 3 or a cover 4, is I like to put circle on streak, because the weakness of a cover 3 is the seams. Everybody knows that. So here we're just looking to attack different sides of the field. There, it doesn't get open. It's just messing around with what you have and trying to see. One thing is maybe like do that. And then if I was going to leave that like that, I might do this just to bring, again, that's just bringing all my reads to one side of the field. Boom, like that. Out there like that. I kind of made that read late, but that's alright. But you see the concept there. It's just trying to figure out ways to get your players open. And here, so we have stick. Vertical is a very good play. It can beat man and it can beat zone. I'm sure if you have ever played Madden, I'm sure you have been torched by verticals. It's a very, very effective play, still effective this year. So this one, again, this is to attack the left-hand side of the field, snap the ball. And we're just going to kind of take a look at our setups here. Snap the ball. We're looking pretty good coverage there from the cover 3. Not really getting anything open. The only thing I can kind of say is like this throw's open pretty quick there. We could make that throw. We also notice. So this quick out that I put the running back on, it's open and I pick up a lot of yards with that. So maybe another setup that we could do if we know our opponent's running is maybe something like this. And basically what we're doing is we're running a mesh. 2 underneath routes crossing each other, and then we've got vertical routes on the top that we might be able to take advantage of. See, we got the completion there underneath. It's just giving yourself reads. That's all it is. Here, set it up again. One setup that I like to do, since I like to bring receivers in motion, bring this route over here and maybe do something like that. And again, we're looking to the left side of the field. There we got a blitzer off the edge there. A little bit of pressure. Ball. And there we see we got the completion over the left-hand side of the field. It's just changing up what your opponent's seeing. Another setup I might do, so PA crossers again, and try to make it look like the vertical setup. Let's bring this guy over this way. And then typically what I like to do is I like to out my running back my tight end just give me more time on the play, let the play develop, snap the ball. There we see we got the deep play there to the crosser. It's just attacking different sides of the field with different routes. That's the basis of an offensive scheme, guys. So that's kind of how I set it up, and then I would go through and just try against cover 2, against man, cover 1, know what my reads are, and then making tiny adjustments, route adjustments to help the play be more effective depending on what I'm facing. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If there is a formation or a playbook that you want me to take a look at and try to show you ways to build a scheme, I can definitely do that. Just post that on the channel. And then let me know what you guys think, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.